our studio in Newport Beach, California. Welcome to another edition of the ChabDog Sports Talk radio show. Sometimes scattered, but always edgy. We're an authentic take on sports talk. Rated R. ChabDog brings you Eric, the well-read, Frank, the tank, Brian from Sports Rock, and special guests. We're here to talk sports. We're here to rant and vent. We're here to take it up another notch. Now here's your host, ChabDog.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of ChabDog Sports Talk. This is the Dreaming of a Tight Christmas show, and we're coming to the end of the year, obviously. So this is the last show of the year. Eric, here with Eric, the well-read Sauve, my co-host. How are you doing, Eric?
Hey, ChabDog.
Yeah, so let's make this one count. This is it.
Well, it's a tight Christmas if you're a Steelers fan.
It's a tight.
You guys are backing your way into the backing the wrong way into the playoffs here.
Yeah, we're not even we're run walking backwards. I mean, it's a pretty alarming fall from grace after going 11-0. But a lot of people were commenting about how their schedule was kind of soft. But they've had injuries, and the injuries on defense have hurt. Like they lost Bud Dupree, who's a spectacular lineman or a linebacker, but he gets the quarterback a lot, and a real impact player. They lost a few other guys on defense. The James Conner, their running back's gone. They don't have much of a running game. That's an overstatement. They don't have a running game.
Much of a running game.
Yeah,
they don't have a running game. Like
right.
what? So do they not have? I haven't really been paying attention, but who was their running back going into the season?
They didn't really have much running game to start the season, but James Conner was the guy that they were thinking they would be leaning on. He's had some success in this league. He's not a game changer. He's not what they need, but he's what they have. And then they had,
but he was in the position of running back, and they had somebody.
And they have a
position.
Couple other guys that were decent fill-ins. Some guy named Samuels, and they have Snell. What's his name?
Snell.
Snell.
He's like a fullback, right?
From Tennessee.
Yeah.
I forgot his first name.
Snell. Schnell's German for quick.
Yeah.
So Schnell.
He's kind of Schnell.
Yeah.
I like him actually.
So what I wonder is
Benny
why
Snell.
won't they run a running take Schnell and do a running formation and just hand the ball off? Like why does Ben always have to be in a shotgun?
Because Ben doesn't like going. He doesn't like starting from the normal position. He doesn't. I think his lack of mobility hurts him backing up.
He doesn't like the normal position, so he's a little ADHD here. He kind of has some things, ticks about him.
Quirk, I guess. Yeah, he has to be out of the shotgun because.
Right,
but you can understand.
That's OCD, isn't it? So he's got a compulsion here, where it has to be Ben's way, and he can't. He's got to be a few feet off, a few yards off the line, and get a shotgun.
I guess that's why AB left. That's why Bell left, because it's Ben's team.
Oh wow, but Bettis, he could really use the bus right now, couldn't
he? Yeah, he needs somebody that can get 3 yards whenever he wants to get 3 yards, and they can't even if they have a 3rd and 1. They don't like to run it because that's too hard for them to get a yard on 3rd and 1.
It's bizarre,
isn't that sick?
It must be coaching. I mean, what you can't just line up like you're going to run and maybe run it every once in a while.
Like a good offensive coordinator would be able to.
It's like they don't even bother trying.
Their offensive coordinator sucks.
And up until now, Ben's raw talent was enough that you just pass every down.
Yeah,
who needs a running game at all?
Now he doesn't. You can see he doesn't like what he used to do. A lot of was buy time in the pocket by moving around.
Yeah,
and he's big, so he's hard to take down. He was hard to take down.
He'd run it for himself.
Sometimes he'd even run.
Yeah.
But now he doesn't want to run.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't want to get hit. And so he's releasing the ball really quickly. So they're a mess. They can't. It's hard for them to do long passes because they don't have. He doesn't have the time. And they're not running the ball, so the defense is just teeing off on the pass rush.
Mm-hmm.
So all these things are adding up to killing their offensive efficiency, and they need to change it. And I keep saying the same thing, but nobody's listening. That's running that team. So
no, but at least your coach isn't going to be fired at the end of this year, like a lot of teams.
Oh, they never fire Tomlin.
No, good heavens,
they don't believe in it. When it comes to NFL coaches, it's probably not.
Well, they get bonus points for enforcing the
black
Rooney
coaches
rule there.
have been fired, like Lovie Smith.
Tons of times, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it happens all the time, but
what's his name? Lovie Smith, and then crown their ass.
Dennis Green.
Yeah, great man.
Yeah.
There's been some great coaches, black and white, and
but
Hispanic.
NFL coaches are supposed to be fired. It's supposed to be a revolving door. You're only as good as your last win.
Mm-hmm.
And Super Bowls, if you win a one or two, that buys you some time. But Mike Tomlin's been Super Bowl-less since 2009, and people are getting sick of this.
Mm-hmm.
I know they have a good record, but nobody wants to see them in the playoffs and out of the playoffs in one game. That's just embarrassing.
Very.
And
speaking of which, we had a game on Christmas Day, on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Minnesota Vikings traveled to New Orleans.
Yeah, did you see that game?
Yeah, unfortunately. It was
I know. At
least it was on Fox.
Something about that game just didn't, because the Vikings are just lame.
The dog shit. Yeah. So if everyone doesn't remember, the score was 52-33, and it wasn't even that close.
Well, Brian Keller, he would probably beg to differ. He said that game was kind of competitive until the fourth quarter. But I don't think it was.
No.
They weren't able to stop Kamara, were they?
There was no doubt. There was no doubt whatsoever that New Orleans was going to win that game. Drew Brees was looking better.
Yeah.
The team was looking better. It wasn't like, compared to the week before, when they played as well as they played the week before against Kansas City. But now they didn't play Kansas City. They're playing Minnesota, so they beat the crap out of Minnesota.
Yeah,
it wasn't close.
Just shows you playing Kansas City can be a good thing, because
mm-hmm.
the next opponent you play doesn't seem that good.
Yeah, exactly. And Minnesota, exactly. They're out. Kirk Cousins has a statistically great game, but doesn't matter. Team loses.
Loser.
And then yesterday, there's 3 games on.
Oh, I missed that Dolphins game.
Could you find the channel of any of those games?
That was the NFL channel.
Do you get the NFL channel?
Yes.
Because you have cable.
Yeah.
So I don't have cable.
If you don't get cable, you can't get that.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
You couldn't get that. Now, of course, I did get that.
Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you.
We have some beautiful food here today. I wish you could see a picture.
Let's take a break and do commercial on the I do have a cam set up here, but it'll only work when somebody phones in. We've got some bagels and cream cheese with lox and finished with red onions.
Yes, the red onion.
Yeah.
Wow, this is
very impressive.
Excellent
stuff.
We're
going to have to, since we're this is live radio, we're watching it right now. Yeah, because we can't really eat and talk at the same time. But I do want to go back to what was going on yesterday. So it was on the NFL channel. And if you didn't get the NFL channel, you couldn't watch it. And then the middle game, the San Francisco at Arizona.
Did not watch it.
That was also on Amazon.
What the hell is Amazon?
So, you've been there. You bought stuff on Amazon before, right?
Yeah.
Amazon.com?
Yeah.
So apparently they have a TV network, too. So if you're an Amazon
Of course,
Prime,
they're like Microsoft. They have to get into everything now.
You're not a Prime. You know what Amazon Prime is, right?
Yes, I know what that farce is, and I'm not participating in it.
Okay, I have just coincidentally was participating in it, so I was able to, through my Prime membership.
Why do you have to be a Prime member? Like, what does that do for you?
Free shipping. Free 2-day shipping on everything you buy.
And how much does you have to pay for that?
Was it $12, $13 a month now?
Oh, so they just figured out a way to get you to buy more stuff.
Yeah. Because if you can get that easily, it's free shipping. Like, it's free shipping. Okay.
I mean, they're so smart. I'm sure.
But now the NFL game was also free too. I mean, that was part of the deal. You got this free NFL game, so it was in decent definition. The guys, you and I.
So you got one free one game.
Well, that game they had on yesterday, sure, it came over. So,
but what about the other 2 games?
I was able to stream them using a different method. There's a
Well, most people
I use
don't have the.
an offshore. It was an offshore British.
Most
gaming
people
site.
don't have the resources you do.
Yeah.
Sorry.
The Bat Stream, by the way, but
Yeah.
go to the Bat Stream, batstream.com or it's dot. I don't know what
So
it's
did you watch that Cardinals 49ers game?
Yes, I did.
I don't understand.
But let's go back. Let's go to the first one first. That that Tampa Bay Detroit game.
Oh,
Yeah,
I saw part of that, and I just couldn't. I couldn't.
Tampa
keep
Bay
my
was
eyes
favored
on it.
by 9.5. Who did you take?
Tampa Bay
Yeah.
all the way.
Oh, I took Detroit. I thought divisional game. Detroit's got nothing to play for, but they'll keep it close.
You claim to understand Detroit's psychological makeup
don't.
or something.
I don't.
They
Totally screwed up.
They're just such. They just don't care.
And when they knocked out Stafford, I thought, great, now things are going to go well. This what's his face, Case Keenum?
Mm-hmm.
He's going to come in and maybe we'll have a game. No, it got even worse.
He used to be a good quarterback.
What the fuck?
At the University of Houston, he was a good quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So that was just an absolute shithole disaster.
Yeah,
and thankfully, since the rest nation couldn't watch it unless they had the NFL channel.
And that stadium, Ford Field was so empty. There was just nobody there.
Well, it was probably, even if there wasn't COVID, it was probably going to be just as empty. But I want to remind everybody about this NFL Network. So you have it, but you buy cable. And in order to get that, you just can't buy that channel. You have to buy
it's part of a.
You're paying close to $100 a month, over $100 a month.
Oh well, we get a
cable
bundled package, and we also get a phone number or home phone, and internet, and that's all for $200.
Well, you all need the internet and the cable. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is what I'm getting at is that there's. Like the nation wants to watch the game. Same with the Miami and Vegas game as well. But you're putting on this NFL channel that if you don't have cable, like you cut the cord, like many of us have done, you have it there. Then why don't you give people another option to see it? It's like if they had said, okay, you can go online and do a $5 pay-per-view from the NFL channel. Guess you know what? I would have paid that $5. I would have done it. I wouldn't have stolen the game. I watched it for free, fuckers. I saw it in perfect high definition on my, from my British gaming site. But I wouldn't. If you gave me an option to pay for it, I would have paid for it. But they won't even give you the option.
But it's all built into whatever the contract.
The only way is that you have to go through the cable company, and pay up the ass with them and buy a whole bunch of stuff you don't want to do, just to see this one game. That's ridiculous. I mean, the NFL foregone so much revenue.
So Amazon figured it out, right?
So Amazon they had to buy the game from the NFL. Yeah.
So they have the money to do
They
that.
have the money to do that, yeah. So is Google.
Oh.
They should buy more. Yahoo used to do it. So there was that. So I just want to get that beef out there. Is that this distribution system sucks? Yeah. Because all three of those games should have been on a network. Should have been on free TV, network TV, over the air TV. But last night, Miami, Las Vegas. So you were watching Dr. Zhivago with your family?
I was watching something with my wife and my son that we always watch. Mm-hmm. It's one of these TV series that he likes. And so I had the game on my phone, the Dolphins Raiders, and I was keeping an eye on it because I picked the Dolphins, and I just wanted, when you pick a team, you want them to win. And
Dolphins by 3. Me too.
I just didn't feel like the Raiders deserved to win any more games this year. They're such charlatans.
Yeah.
But they had that game in the bag. They had a 2-point lead with 35 seconds left. Dolphins had no timeouts. It looked pretty bleak, but Mr. Hangover brought them back.
Yeah,
from
Mr.
the dead.
Fitzmagic. So he throws this.
They benched Tua. You know that. They benched him.
Not permanently.
No, but in that game they did.
Well, yeah, is that benching? Is switching quarterbacks? Is that benching?
They just said, we're not getting anywhere with you in this game, so we're going to try something else.
Well, he was a little tentative in watching the game. He wasn't.
Fitzpatrick
was much more natural and flowing.
Fitzpatrick knows how to play quarterback. He's been doing it for a while.
Yeah, but
pro quarterback.
Tua's got some
He's a seasoned pro quarterback.
Sure, he's played all his teams twice.
I just think they're going to have a decision to make going forward.
No, the Tua's going to be there. They're going to be. It's going to be like Willie. Remember Willie and Strock? He didn't say that one got pulled for the other. They just would do.
It's just a relief pitcher.
Yeah, Shula just used 2 quarterbacks. So this is Miami. So it's just what. So the Dolphins.
I'm not trying to. I don't want to put down Tua. I am saying that he wasn't having a great game, and they had to do something else.
Yes, and they did, and with that, so it was a combination. There was the big play Fitzpatrick threw it like 30 yards, and then there was a bullshit, unsportsmanlike penalty that tacked another 15 yards.
Well, I heard that they grabbed his helmet, didn't they?
Yeah, but it wasn't that hard.
You can't.
It was questionable.
If you grab the quarterback's helmet, you're going to get a penalty unless they don't see it. The Raiders have nothing to complain about. They got their field goal off of a pass interference play, like a 50-yard pass interference call. Mm-hmm. I wonder how bad that was. Maybe it was bad, but they were set up and they couldn't close the deal as usual.
Yeah, it was that PI call. Yeah, no, that was a good PI call. Yeah.
It was.
Yeah, it was decent enough. But he still couldn't close the deal.
Yeah, well, that was a great game. Apparently, in the last 5 minutes of that game were spectacular. The rest of it, maybe not. So, so that leads into today's action, and we have the Steelers Colts going on. That's going to be it should be entertaining, though. I don't know. I really don't know if the Steelers feel like they have to win that game.
Yeah, you explained an interesting scenario here. So the Steelers, they're in the playoffs. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
They can't get the first seed anymore, so that's out.
Right.
So now it's just they can lose today and beat Cleveland next week and still win the division.
Right, and they get a home game.
But if they lose today and they lose to Cleveland next week,
then they're
the wild card.
I think they might be either the worst wild card seed or the second worst.
Which with 11 wins is still pretty good.
Yeah, we keep saying they have 11 wins. Yeah, but that total's not moving.
Yeah. Well, but this is, went back earlier in the season when you were keeping a really stiff upper lip when I was saying all these wins amount to nothing because they were against tomato can teams.
I had an answer for that. I still have an answer for that.
You kept saying
there's really not that much.
You're given. It's not our fault. It was a bad schedule.
There's not that much in the way of real quality opponents in this league. There are a few. Now, actually, some of these teams are looking stronger. Like Buffalo and Tennessee, they're playing better. Miami's looking pretty good.
Miami looked weak last night.
You think they look weak?
Yeah, they didn't look like they're not much. They could obviously every game's different. But if they they were stinking the joint up last night. They should have been blowing the Raiders out.
Cleveland and the Ravens are playing
Cleveland's
better.
looking good.
The Ravens are looking better.
Ravens are definitely waking up. They're improving. They got the Giants today.
Yeah. And you have and then you have the Chiefs. The Bills are playing well.
The Bears are playing well.
I know, but I just can't trust that.
And then you got Indianapolis is playing well. Is Indianapolis?
Mm-hmm. Their defense is pretty solid, and Rivers isn't going to make he seems like he's doesn't have as much pressure on him to throw all the time this year, so he's not making as many mistakes.
Mm-hmm. But he still will at a critical time.
And they're well coached. Mm-hmm. They're a well coached team.
Yeah, Frank Reich's turning out to be a pretty good coach.
Yeah, he is, and that's why today the Steelers are, I think, in trouble. I don't know. Are they favored today?
No, Indianapolis is a 1.5 point favorite on the road.
That's unusual for them to not be favored at home. So I think the odds makers feel the way I feel. I just can't convince myself that the Steelers are going to win this game.
So you're betting against your team?
Yes, I would go against them.
Oh, well. Okay, we're not doing our picks yet, but I'm actually taking Pittsburgh there.
Mm-hmm. I'd like to hear what Frank has to say about that if he calls in. Haven't seen him yet.
Yeah, he hasn't surfaced yet. Maybe we'll give him We'll try and get him on the line at past.
Mm-hmm.
So Tennessee, who are they playing today?
Don't remember.
And I'm reading down. Oh, there we are. Playing Green Bay. Oh, they're playing in Green Bay tonight. Yeah, it's Sunday Night Football. So
Tennessee,
we're see Tennessee tonight.
That was actually a good game, and that's a game I would like to watch because
it'll be on NBC.
Yeah,
we will get a chance. Now,
I would really like
Tennessee has a chance to be. I think the only way Tennessee has a chance to beat Green Bay.
Yeah,
is if they park a camper outside the Green Bay locker room.
Oh yeah,
and then fucking detonate it. That's how the only way they're going to win.
You're forever going to associate Tennessee with an RV with how many thousands pounds of explosives.
Oh my God. What must have been in there to cause that much destruction?
Isn't it amazing?
That's a lot of.
How does a normal person get a hold of that much?
Yeah, stuff.
I don't know. That's a whole new world.
I mean, okay, if he had a dynamite permit and he had a reason to buy it, which he just permit alone won't do it, and that's like a lot of dynamite.
I guess he just felt like it sounds like it was a lone person that had some problems.
Apparently.
And he didn't want to hurt anybody. He just wanted to make a stupid statement.
Who's the woman's voice in the recording saying that this plan's about to blow up in 15 minutes? And why do you do that?
Maybe it's the same voice that Amazon uses, or Alexa, or
Alexa. Wouldn't that be something? Yeah, be conned her.
Yeah, but he blew the thing up right in a very nice part of Nashville. Right in the middle of the Music City district.
It was a nice part of Nashville.
Oh, very nice.
Really?
You never been in Nashville?
Yeah, I've been there plenty of times.
Nashville's up and coming.
Oh, for years, yeah. No, it's a little past that now. It's been discovered. Yeah, it's found. It's everyone.
A lot of people like it there because there's no taxes. Mm-hmm. It's the good. They have good crime control. It's well run.
That's true, but they got hillbillies.
Yeah.
And this guy definitely,
this
was a hill
this
person.
This is probably the vestige of what Nashville used to be, and what's still there. You got some crazy people like any city.
Yeah, it's really creepy.
Yeah. Well, do you want to play anything particularly creepy right now?
Yeah, just looking to see. Oh, well, yeah, we got creepy. Jeez, we got creepy. We got really creepy over here.
Oh, this is creepy.
This is really creepy.
You're very kind.
Was this before or after?
It's all for you.
After
I'm not hungry. Go ahead.
Right? After The Fear Strikes Out, he did this?
1961, but
you eat like a bird.
Yeah.
It's about that same time.
You know, of course.
This
No,
is
not
from
really.
Psycho Norman Bates talking.
Anyway, I hear the expression "eats like a bird." It's really a
Janet Leigh.
falsity, because birds really eat a tremendous lot. But
Jeez.
I don't really know anything about birds. My hobby is stuffing things, taxidermy. And I guess I'd just rather stuff birds because I hate the look of beasts when they're stuffed. Foxes and chimps. Some people even stuff dogs and cats, but I can't do that. I think only birds look well stuffed because they're kind of passive to begin with.
It's a strange hobby. Curious.
Uncommon, too.
Oh, I imagine so.
And it's not as expensive as you'd think. It's cheap, really. Needles, thread, sawdust. The chemicals are the only thing that cost anything.
A man should have a hobby.
Well, it's more than a hobby. A hobby's supposed to pass the time, not fill it.
Is your time so empty?
No. Well, I run the office and tend the cabins and grounds and do little errands for my mother. The ones she allows I might be capable of doing.
And do you go out with friends?
Well, a boy's best friend is his mother. You've never had an empty moment in your entire life, have you?
Only my share.
Where are you going? I didn't mean to pry.
I'm looking for a private island.
What are you running away from?
Why do you ask that?
No. People never run away from anything. The rain didn't last long, did it? You know what I think? I think that we're all in our private traps, clamped in them, and none of us can ever get out. We scratch and claw, but only at the air, only at each other. And for all of it, we never budge an inch.
Sometimes we deliberately step into those traps.
I was born in mine. I don't mind it anymore.
Oh, but you should. You should mind it.
Oh, I do. But I say I don't.
You know, if anyone ever talked to me the way I heard, the way she spoke to you.
Sometimes, when she talks to me like that, I feel I'd like to go up there and curse her and leave her forever. Or at least defy her. But I know I can't. She's ill.
She sounded strong.
No, I mean ill. She had to raise me all by herself up till my father died. I was only 5, and it must have been quite a strain for her. She didn't have to go to work or anything like that. He left her a little money. Anyway, a few years ago, Mother met this man, and he talked her into building this motel. He could have talked her into anything. And when he died, too, it was just too great a shock for her.
Yeah, I wondered when he died, too.
And the way he
died.
died.
He killed him as well? Yeah, he did what else did. He knows everything. I got
Wait,
it.
no, I
Because
think
there's nothing to talk
she
about while
killed
you're
him,
eating.
didn't he? She killed the father?
The mother?
Yeah.
His mother?
I think
And
so.
then he killed his mother?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't. Really? Is that? I don't remember. It was 1960.
I have to watch the movie again.
Oh, there's so many movies to have to see again.
Mhm.
And Alfred Hitchcock too.
I've seen most of Hitchcock's movies.
Most of them, eh?
Mm-hmm. Almost
quite a few.
all of them.
Yeah.
The
There's a lot of
Birds.
obscure stuff. Yeah, there's really obscure movies he makes. So I haven't seen all the obscure ones he did, but
Yeah. He did one about a tennis player. I like that one. Strangers on a Train.
oh yeah, yeah. I saw Strangers on a Train.
Yeah.
That was a tennis player.
What was the guy's name that was the villain in that movie? Is it Robert Taylor?
Yes, yes. Rod Taylor.
No, Rod Taylor was the one in The Birds.
Okay.
That he was the lead in The Birds.
Yeah, he was in The Birds too.
But no, the other guy, the guy in the tennis movie, it was an earlier movie. Or no, that was Farley Granger. But the bad guy was, I forgot his name.
I keep picturing the guy from Lolita. Remember the character, the actor in the movie Lolita with the British accent?
The guy that was in love with the girl?
Yeah. Yeah, not Peter Sellers, but the other one.
Yeah, no, Peter Sellers showed up in that movie as a kind of a weird character.
Wasn't it? Yeah. No,
Yeah, who was the main actor in Lolita? I can't believe I forgot this.
Yeah, tip my tongue.
He's a British guy?
Yeah, he's a British guy. Oh, he's got the accent. Oh, good heavens. Okay.
We have to find that at the
We'll
break.
have to find that at the break.
Okay. I don't
We'll
wanna
come back
spend
to
that. So
So
we
we
started
while we're figuring it out.
Oh.
Okay, I got it. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Michael, it's not Michael Caine, is it?
No, not Michael Caine.
Thank you so much.
Another British guy.
Don't let Alan drive, because there's something wrong with him.
Understood.
Do you have to park so close?
Yeah, what's wrong?
Shouldn't be here.
Nope.
Why is that, Alan?
I'm not supposed to be within 200 feet of a
No.
school.
What?
Nope.
Or Chuck E. Cheese.
Gives him a finger.
Am I right over there, Alan?
Yeah, you're good.
Oh my God! That was awesome! That was not awesome!
James Mason.
James Mason.
That was insane!
Have a winner.
I love James Mason. He's great.
Classic.
Yeah.
He wasn't in Strangers on a Train, was he? That's right.
No.
He was in
No.
You've got a sweet
I think this
ride
guy's
there.
name was
Don't
Robert
touch it.
Taylor.
Don't touch it.
Don't even look at it. Go on. Get out. You heard me.
Keep going, old man.
Don't look at me either. Yeah. You better walk on.
He's actually kind of funny.
Yeah, he means well.
I'll hit an old man in public. It says here we should work in teams.
Robert
Who
Walker.
wants to be my spotter?
Robert Walker.
Farley Granger, Robert Walker, Leo
Carroll
Carroll.
tonight, Alan.
Gambling? Who said anything about gambling? It's not gambling when you know you're going to win. Counting cards is a foolproof system.
Yeah, sweetheart.
It's also illegal.
It's not illegal. It's frowned
if you know
upon,
you're
like
gonna
Yeah.
masturbating on
You
an
can
airplane.
trust him.
Masturbating on
I'm pretty sure that's illegal, too.
Yeah, maybe after 9/11,
You
where
count
everybody gets
cards,
so
Eric?
sensitive.
Is that what you're telling us?
there. They can count
Thanks
cards.
a lot, Bin Laden.
Good for you.
Either
No, he
way,
can do a
you
lot
gotta
of
be
things
super
that
smart to
a
count
normal
cards,
person
buddy, okay?
Oh, really?
It's not easy.
Okay, well, maybe we should tell that to Rain
I'm
Man.
not sure we want to do all the things he can do.
Can't count into a 5-shoe deck, but you go single-handed. I can
He
do
was a retard.
Oh, retard. He's talking about Rayman. Here we go.
Yeah, a retard.
Hey, guys. You ready to let the dogs out?
What? Do what?
Look how he's standing there,
Let the dogs out. You know, like,
sticking his gut out.
Sticking his gut out.
Who brought this guy along? You're not really wearing that,
He
right?
does look like Ryan Fitzpatrick.
wearing what?
The man purse. You actually gonna wear that? Or you guys just fucking with me?
It's where I keep all my things. Get a lot of compliments on this. Plus, it's not a man purse.
It's a
called
satchel.
Indiana Jones wears one. You guys might
satchel.
not know
Like
this, but I
Satchel
consider
Paige.
myself a bit of a loner. I tend to think of myself as a one-man wolf pack. But when my sister brought Doug home, I knew he was one of my own. And my wolf pack, it grew by one. So were there there were two of us in the wolf pack.
Can you have a pack
I
if
was
there's only
alone
one?
first in the pack, and then Doug joined
lone
in
wolf.
later. And 6 months ago, when Doug introduced me to you guys, I thought, wait a second, could it be? And now I know for sure I just added 2 more guys to my wolf pack.
All right.
4 of us wolves running around the desert together in Las Vegas, looking for strippers and cocaine. So tonight, I make a toast.
What? What do you got there?
Oh, yeah!
Oh,
Yeah.
how you doing?
There it is.
What is that?
Blood Brothers.
So he's taking a leak and he looks over and there's a fucking tiger.
Here, kitty, 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 kitty. Here, kitty, 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 kitty.
Tripped over Bradley Cooper who's sleeping on the floor.
Yeah, will you put on some pants?
Phil, do not go in the bathroom.
Al, just calm down.
Phil, there is a tiger
He wouldn't
in
put
the
on any
bathroom.
pants.
What's going on?
There's a jungle cat in the bathroom.
Okay. I'll check it out.
Go in. Be careful. Don't.
Hey, fuck! He's not kidding. There's a tiger in there.
Yeah. It's big. It's gigantic.
Oh, how cute. What's his name?
Uh-oh.
Ben.
Carlos.
Carlos.
Who names their baby Carlos?
Hey, Phil, look.
Not too many. He's that's sick.
He's jacking his little weenus.
So, you sure you're qualified to be taking care of that baby?
What are you talking about? I found a baby
Wearing
before.
a baby
Found a
Bjorn.
baby before?
Yeah.
Where?
Sunglasses.
Coffee bean.
Wait, what?
And cough.
Oh, this
Cough.
is good.
Cough.
You saw this
One more
guy's butt. Oh
factoid.
my god, that was scary.
It's so cool if I could breastfeed. You know?
Well, listen.
Hear that? Baby's name is Tyler.
Yeah. I thought you looked more like a Carlos too, bud.
I guess it was around 1, because I had to go back to work and finish my shift. And then when I got out, I headed over to the hotel.
How about you, big man? Come on up here.
Oh, slow motion.
Bully versus the bully.
He's looking at what he could be in a few years.
Okay, same instructions. Just point, aim, and shoot.
Oh, he's gonna hit him with a taser.
Yeah.
There you go.
This is where they call him. They call him
I like
Fat
the
Jesus.
intensity. Eye of the tiger. Good. You're
Right in
holding
the face.
50,000 volts, little man. Don't be afraid to ride the lightning.
Oh, right in his brain.
In the face! In the face!
Well, he looks a lot like Fitzpatrick, doesn't he?
All right, everybody relax. Take it easy. We've seen it before. He just needs a little extra. There we go. Some of these big boys, you got to give them 2 shots.
I'm with you! I'm with you! You gonna fuck on me? Nobody's gonna fuck on you!
Oh, Mr.
We're on your
Chad.
side! I hate Godzilla! I hate him too! I hate him! He's destroying cities! Please!
It's pretty disturbing
This isn't
watching
your
this guy
fault.
jump out of
I'll
a
get
car
you some
nude.
pants. Oh!
I don't know. Because I don't remember.
He hit him with that crowbar.
It's one of the side effects of roofies is memory loss.
Roofies.
You were literally too stupid to insult.
Close, my guy.
But I've been waiting for this moment
For all my
life. One more time, guys.
Oh, Lord.
That's me. I'm on TV. I've never been on TV before.
This is where he's pissing in the pool.
Really? Really, Alan?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it's,
Uh-oh.
Not real happy the guy's pissing in his pool.
No.
Huh?
Well, I guess that's why.
should I wait outside?
Mine had $80,000 inside. This one, nothing. Hey, there's Skittles in there!
Don't let the beard fool you. He's a child.
It's funny because he's
That's it! Shut up, bitches!
This is where he's counting cards, right?
Oh, fuck you! Fuck you! God damn it! I don't fucking believe it! Alan, you're the man!
You are too, Phil.
We should come back next week, take the whole city down.
Oh, I'm free next week.
Or we could just focus on getting Doug back right now.
Oh, you know what? Next week's no good for me. The Jonas Brothers are in town. Any week after that, it's totally fine.
I think it's safe to say that our luck has officially turned around, guys. We are back, baby. We are fucking back!
We're back! Classic! We are back! We are back! We are getting Doug back!
And we're the 3 best friends that anybody could have. We're the 3
Sure.
best friends that anyone could have. We're the 3 best friends that anyone
And
could
we'll
have.
never,
and we'll
ever,
never,
ever.
ever leave each other. We're the best 3 friends that anybody could have.
Okay, we're back.
We're back, to reality.
That was fun, though. Great movie.
So we've got a new caller. We got Brian Keller on the line. How are you doing, Brian?
I'm doing fine, gentlemen. How are we doing today?
The creator of Sports Rock on Facebook. Check it out. It's got a lot of great posts there, and
a lot of great contributors. International.
I met a lot of really cool people from your following there. I like.
Yeah, there's some great guys and gals even. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of them were friends of mine formerly, even before I formed the group.
Mm-hmm.
So that was kind of cool too. But I got over 100 other groups that I kind of oversee sometimes.
Yeah. No. Generally, it seems like everybody likes each other, even though we, of course, like different teams. But people are respectful, and it's a pleasure to interact with them. So, you see that game last night? The way the Dolphins.
Oh yeah, I was like kind of nodding off during for the majority of the game.
Yeah.
And then that last was 5-6 minutes or so.
5 minutes of pure
I was sitting there thinking, crap, the Raiders got it. That's over.
Weren't you rooting for the Raiders? I thought you didn't pick them.
No, the Raiders have been messing me all year, so I said, screw them. I gave up on them a couple of weeks ago. So
just in time.
Fortunately, I went with the Dolphins.
I was all proud of myself. I picked the Dolphins.
Yeah, Dolphins were by 3.
Yeah.
They won by 1. They didn't cover the spread.
Didn't cover the spread, though, but the fact that they won is just... I mean, the announcers even going, did I just see what I thought I saw happen? Did that really happen?
Mm-hmm. How many times do you see the second-string quarterback come in and do that?
Yeah, that's not...
that's not normal.
Well, it happens, but it's not very often.
Yeah, but it's Fitzpatrick. What are you talking about? Fitzmagic.
He can do that.
I mean,
that's how he rolls.
The whole play, the way it unfolded was just like, wow. He hand in his face, getting his head twisted around. He throws the ball up for grabs. And the guy just happened to be right there.
Well, he didn't. He threw it, and then he got his helmet jerked, right? I mean, there's no way he could have thrown that with his...
Well, yeah, he saw the guy, and he was throwing for him, but as he was throwing, then they got his head, Yeah, obviously he saw the receiver there, and the receiver just barely got it.
And they somehow completed the pass, despite all that, right?
Right.
Oh, yeah, got the pass completed. But do you really think that was a good face mask? Was that a legit face mask call? That wasn't a legit face mask call.
What did you think? Was that a real face mask violation?
Oh, yeah, he grabbed his face mask. Yeah.
See?
Really? It didn't... I don't know.
I keep telling Eric, if you grab that face mask, forget it. I don't even know if is there a 5-yard version of that penalty?
No, it's only a 15.
Or is it, or anytime you grab it, it's 15, right?
They used to have
a
5-yard
now
version.
To think about it, what the call was, the face mask, or was it the,
Oh, that was unsportsmanlike
trying to kill the quarterback.
Yeah.
Trying to kill the quarterback.
And it's not a case where you can. I was thinking also. Well, so if there's a penalty like that and you complete the pass, then the penalty gets added to the pass. It's not like the penalty replaces
that put him in field goal
pass.
range right there. No, in this case, you get the yards and you get the penalty. Yeah, the yards.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that put him in field goal range.
Yeah, that's horrible. They didn't get
because on an offsides where the defense jumps and they still run the play, if you complete the pass, you don't get an extra 5 yards because after the pass, right?
Correct.
So it's kind of a
you can choose one or the other.
Yeah,
but not in this situation.
No, because it's a personal foul.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's severity because somebody lost their head or got bruised. It's like a lot of these players when you see these players dropping towards the end of the game, like even last night, there was a play where Miami, maybe it was it was in the Tampa Bay game, and they were near the end of the game, and there was no incentive for them Tampa Bay to use their final timeout, but one of their players mysteriously dropped, and was sick, but it wasn't he mysterious dropped and got sick. Like when nobody was looking, one of the lions went up and punched him in the kidneys and dropped him or something. Because that's why else was the guy dropping on the ground there? He was like intentionally hurt, so they could use the timeout.
But they didn't need a timeout.
I know. That's it. So they weren't faking it.
Mm-hmm. So
I lost the Cardinal game.
Well, most people did. Like,
game.
I mean, I can't really figure the 49ers out. They're generally a pretty dead team right now, but somehow they won that game.
Yeah.
They had a third string quarterback in there, Bobby Beathard's son.
Yeah,
you know that? CJ.
Yeah.
He's a journeyman, a young journeyman.
And he seems like he's maybe going to get promoted because he looked better than the guy that they had in there.
That Saints-Vikings game was quite a bit of fun for a while.
Yeah, you seem to like that more than some of the other people that I was seeing on your page. But
the Vikings kept answering.
But they were always behind, right?
Always behind, yeah, always behind. But they were answering for the first three quarters. There's the 11, and then it would be 4 points, and then 11, and then 4 points, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. But they ended up losing by 18 or something, and they let's face it, Alvin Kamara ran all over them.
Yeah, 52 points on that Vikings. I think you made a comment about they're always a proud defensive team.
Not anymore.
Not so much.
I don't know if that's because of injuries or bad players, but there's something messed up with that defense. I've noticed they've been giving up a lot of points, and I think they kind of gave up in the year. So
it seemed to be the case. Yeah, they had a brief string in the middle of the season where they were like 5-1, and then they just fell apart again.
Yeah, that was a false positive.
Yeah, they're
the
giving
Buccaneers,
the Bears hope.
Lions was probably what you should expect of the Lions.
Oh, that was so horrible.
Can they just please ban the Lions from primetime TV?
Whatever you want
I know they keep showing up on primetime.
I kind of like their uniforms.
Thanksgiving.
What?
You don't like those uniforms?
You're joking, right?
The gray uniforms.
They look like they're in their pajamas. You like that?
I don't know what it is. I don't see a lot of silver and blue, and I think it kind of.
Oh.
Yeah, I like the old uniforms better.
Yeah, they look like they belong in black and white.
You gotta have more. You gotta have more blue in there.
I think those are more traditional uniforms they've got. One of the few teams is still wearing them.
It's old school. Old school.
Uniform.
Yeah, that's maybe why I like it. Brings me back to the Bobby Lane days.
So anyway, I'm at 3-1 now, which is most of us are 3-1.
Yeah.
After the first 4 games.
But the what were the tough games that you picked for us to pick that will probably create the separation in this week's pool?
I'm guessing the Eagles, Cowboys.
Oh yeah, that's
possibly Rams, Seahawks.
Rams, Seahawks. You probably had a lot of split decisions on that one.
Yeah, and even not so much Titans, Packers. Most people pick the Packers, although
I picked the Titans.
Titans are certainly capable. Yeah,
I picked the Titans. Thank you.
Yeah.
Did you pick the Packers?
I picked the Titans and an RV full of ammonium nitrate.
Yeah, they're gonna win one.
Let me check this out. Packers, Titans. Yeah, we got a few people went Titans. You and Phil and Tarek.
Phil Kiss fan.
Is he also advocating the violent overthrow of the U.S. government?
And Tarek Cherry. Tarek's a big Steelers fan.
I think everybody's got the Bills except for one gal went with the.
Well, the Patriots are getting forgotten. Isn't that nice?
2 gals went with the Patriots. Yeah.
It's a 50-gallon drum of diesel.
I just don't think the Patriots are gonna really put out for that game. But they'll try.
The if I go through the picks, you got Eagles. That's me, the first one, and then Cowboys, Eagles, Cowboys, Eagles, Cowboys, Eagles, Cowboys, Eagles.
Seem to be the
Cowboys, Eagles, and another Cowboys. Yeah, so it's almost half and half split for that game.
Who's that quarterback playing for the Eagles now? The Wonder Child?
Oh, Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I forgot.
Oh, yeah, Hurts, yeah.
Yep.
Let's see if he can hurt them. But he is a rookie.
He's the potential game. Exactly. He's a rookie, so you don't know. But if he can pull it off, if he can play like a pro here, he's the game changer.
He played last week, didn't he?
But Dallas, both these teams could win the NFC East, so.
They can still both win the NFC East. Yeah. The no-names got the best angle, I guess you could say, but it's still up for anybody.
They got Alex Smith back today, right?
No.
No?
He's still hurt, so.
Really? I thought he was almost back, almost there.
I think they got what's his face off the COVID list. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even
know. Who's their other quarterback?
Colt McCoy plays for the Giants.
Oh.
Yeah.
Haskins.
Yeah, Haskins.
Are they going to have to play?
Like three what? All four of the teams actually are running with replacement quarterbacks. The East teams.
Mm.
Yeah, Haskins was in a gentleman's club and celebrating his. He was celebrating a family member's birthday.
Yeah,
I think it was his wife's. But they were doing it in a strip club.
and
they were
was it was it a COVID problem or was it some other kind of problem?
Well, I think it was exposure to breast diseases problem in a strip club.
Being in a strip club violates the NFL's
protocol, because now you're outside the bubble and you don't know where these pussies have been.
You want my other picks here?
All right.
Let's do. Yeah, we got 7 minutes. Let's do.
Let's go through this here because we're coming up on 10 o'clock.
So in the morning games, we have Cleveland at the New York Jets. Cleveland, a 9.5-point favorite.
I heard Cleveland had some. Didn't they have some COVID problems?
Yeah, they're missing a lot of starting receivers.
Are they missing Jarvis Landry or something?
Yes, apparently so.
Oh. The Jets are not to be trifled with either.
It was the same thing. It was a COVID thing.
They almost won that one game 2 weeks ago. Then they won the last game.
Last week, yeah.
Do you think they could actually beat Cleveland?
No. But do you think Cleveland's worth 9.5?
That's a lot of points.
Yeah, that's what I have to say. I'd have to say Jets cover that spread.
I'm going to go with the Jets
to
keep
Jets
it close.
Points.
I'm not going to say they're going to win it. That'd be...
And then we have the New York Football Giants are playing in Baltimore. Baltimore is an 11-point favorite.
Yeah, Baltimore deserves to be a big favorite in that game. I'm going to go with the Ravens. They've been a good team to take with the spread, haven't they?
I don't have that stat in front of me. But
they've been winning games pretty big lately.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, I'll take the Ravens just no matter what.
Yeah.
You're wearing Ravens gear in the.
I have to. I'm wearing a Ravens jersey.
Yeah. You're in the studio, so
my brokers gave it to me, and I wear it out of loyalty sometimes. And when I know the Steelers are going to lose, there's no point in wearing a Steelers jersey.
I don't think 11 points.
I know that's really awful. I didn't mean that, but I had to make some excuse for this.
Oh well, it's a fair weather fan. Bandwagon.
No, I with this Steelers jersey I have, it jinxes them. So I'm actually on game days. I'm kind of avoiding it.
But that's exactly why you should wear it.
Because
I don't if you
give
wore
them
it
any
today,
more
they would
negativity.
win. If you didn't wear it, they're going to absolutely lose.
Well, let's just see what happens. I'm also picking the other team, so that could help them.
So we got the Bengals are in Houston. And Houston's a 7.5-point favorite. 4-10 Houston's a 7.5-point favorite.
I think this is exactly the kind of game the Bengals will lose.
Yeah,
but I don't know. Texans. Yeah, Texans. I didn't realize actually how well Watson has been playing this year. But
it's probably time for the Texans to get a good defensive effort. and that would support, that would provide what they need for a pretty decent win today. So.
Yeah, well, 7.5, no way. I'll take Cincinnati. I'm not trusting the Heat. I'm not trusting a 4-10 team to cover a 7.5 point spread. No way. They haven't earned it.
I'm gonna go with the Texans. What about you, Brian?
I'm taking Texans.
Texans.
Yeah.
And we have the Bears are at Jacksonville. So here's the so-called cupcake game, and the Bears are 7.5
beauty
point
contest
favorites.
there.
Yeah, 7.5 point favorites over Jacksonville.
That's a lot of points.
This should be a cupcake game,
That's
right?
a lot of points, but I'm taking the Bears anyway.
Yeah, because if the Bears, imagine if the Bears didn't win this game, they would really shoot themselves in the foot, wouldn't they?
Yeah, go with the Bears. I think their defense is playing
They
great.
actually have a chance for the playoffs.
Right, if they win this game.
They got to win this game. Yeah.
And the next game. Who do they
win
play?
the next one.
I don't know who they finish the season off with, but maybe it's somebody like the Lions.
Minnesota. So, yeah, it's like exactly.
Somebody
like that. So it's another
cruddy.
cupcake. So they would really shoot themselves in the foot if they lost today.
Bears and Packers. Bears and Packers final game.
Oh, then yeah, that's right. Bears and Packers.
But the Packers won't need that game.
They won't need it.
I don't think they'll need it.
They won't need it. Right. Yep.
Their Bears are the Bears.
Yeah.
Well, they earned it.
So remember last week I picked New York. I picked New York to win last week. I did because you noted that on Facebook.
I did. Okay. Well, if I noted it, then it happened.
Yeah, I made that. And so today my upset pick of the day is Jacksonville will help Chicago shoot themselves in the foot because this is the exact game that Chicago should win. Everything goes great. Destiny's in their hands, and they shoot themselves in the foot over and over again. Today will be no different. Take Jacksonville for the upset.
This is so you're going to call two sexy upsets 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah, back to back.
All right, well, you heard it right here on ChabDog Sports Talk.
Yeah.
Next up, we have Atlanta.
I'm not going to go that far.
At Kansas City.
Yes.
Kansas City is a 10.5 point favorite at home against the Falcons.
It's not that much, actually.
Ooh.
It's a team with no defense.
The 4-10 Falcons.
That's true. Well, Falcons been playing better lately. They can and do score a lot of points, but we're talking Chiefs. So I'll say Chiefs. I don't know about that spread, but I'll go with it anyway.
Yeah. The Chiefs didn't cover last week, did they? Or did they?
They tied the spread last week.
That was a push.
They pushed. The previous 5 weeks, they didn't make the spread. 5 weeks in a row, they were.
Really?
But that's it. And then they had a push last week, so.
They haven't clinched the number one yet. Overall.
Chiefs are going to win and cover.
I think they'll cover. They'll probably just blow them out by 24 points.
Blow them out and the rest next week. Yeah.
There's some good matchups there. Then next is the another exciting game. The Colts are at Pittsburgh. The Colts are
exciting
1.5 point road favorites. The Phillip Rivers Express.
It's going to be as exciting as
I got to go with my Steelers all the way, although...
Your Steelers.
Yeah.
I guess they're not Brandon's anymore. He's sitting here with Ravens gear.
Yeah. Well...
I would probably say the Colts would win, but then again, I'm thinking, I don't know, Phillip Rivers, when he gets in these situations, he goes one way or the other.
He has lost to the Steelers, I think, the last few times he's played them with Kansas City. And, with San Diego or L.A., whatever you call them.
Yeah, San Diego, yeah.
Los Angeles.
But
Carson. Carson Humpers.
Let's face it, the Steelers aren't playing well enough to beat hardly anybody. That offense has been dead, and the Colts have a pretty good defense. It's not overpowering, but it's fast and.
It's almost like it's pretty much like a must-win game for the Steelers.
No, but it isn't. It really isn't, is it? Because
it really isn't, but it kind of is.
It's must-win for the reputation, but in terms of their playoff positioning,
playoffs, they're already in.
If they beat the Browns next week, they've won that division. No matter what happens in this game.
Yeah, that's true. I'll still go with Steelers. Just going to stick with my
Yeah.
stick with the heart.
I had that philosophy for too long this season. It's worn off. I'm not gonna overlook the fact that they can't run the ball, and Ben is not playing well. I think he's getting very nervous holding the ball, and they can't complete long passes because of that. And teams are starting to figure out what they're doing with the short passes. So they have to come up with something else, and it's getting too late in the season for that. So
yeah,
we'll have to see. They're going to lose a lot of fan support. They're going to go down, and their reputation's going down if they get blown out today.
Yeah, well, I'm taking Pittsburgh because I'm fading Tank, because Tank is predicting Colts 20, Steelers 16.
And how did you get that out of Tank? You just went to his website?
Sportsencyclopedia.com.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Well, that doesn't make me feel good that I'm siding with Tank.
Yeah, you're betting with Tank, and Tank never wins
Mr.
anything,
5-72 or whatever, but he knows what he's talking about I think, generally, and that makes sense to me. So, all right,
good signal today.
What's the next one?
Denver Broncos are at the LA Chargers.
Oh.
Speaking of the devil.
I'm going with LA.
Yeah. Chargers a 3-point favorite.
Doesn't Denver win this game though a lot? I think they give the Chargers. They do give the Chargers some fits, just like the Chargers give the Raiders fits. But
yeah, when Elway played, that's a while ago now.
Okay, I'm going to go with the Chargers, but I don't have a feeling about either one of these teams.
I'm going to go with the Chargers, and if it's but just to let everybody know, so did Tank.
Oh, Falcons just completed one to Gurley.
The Chargers QB, young QB is...
We're told that greatness is exceptional, when it should be expected. You choose every day to live your life intentionally, without apology for how bright your light may shine. So go be great. Go be brilliant. Go be you. Go defy life. The Defy Life movement is one that speaks to each of us in its own way. Defy Life Gear speaks to us all by reminding us that one size does not fit all. Visit defylifegear.com to get fitted for greatness.
We're sorry, you have reached a number that has been disconnected or is no longer in service. If you feel you have reached this recording in error, please check the number or try your call again. 919-836.
The law office of Brandon S. Chabner, serving clients in Southern California with transactional legal services since 2007. We handle general, corporate, outside counsel type work, drafting and negotiating a wide variety of business and commercial contracts, including non-disclosure agreements, independent contractor agreements, and employment agreements. Our experience includes working with public and private companies and involves a broad range of industries, including healthcare, consumer products, real estate, and high technology. Mr. Chabner has over 20 years of legal experience, having worked for some larger national firms and serving as general counsel for a multi-million-dollar private company here in Southern California before starting his own legal practice. His educational credentials include a law degree from UCLA, where he was on law review, undergraduate degree at Yale, where he graduated magna cum laude, and an MBA from Harvard Business School. Other areas of focus for Chabner Law include press release and business plan editing, pre-litigation matters, and debt and mortgage resolution work. You can contact us at 310-698-0740 and at bchabner@chabnerlaw.com.
Like ChabDog said, he was 100% right.
He can take all comers.
Do you like the man who answers straight, the man who's always fair? We'll measure him Looks like a Mapo ad.
It's incredible.
Happy days are here again. I'm just wild about Harry. It's light, it's fun, doesn't cloud the mind with, I don't know, issues, and it's catchy.
It's catchy like it gets in your head and makes you want to blow your brains out.
The president is a product. Don't forget that.
I would like to talk to you for a moment about dollars and cents. Your dollars and cents. Now, my opponents want to increase federal expenditures as much as $18 billion a year. How will they pay for it? There are only two ways. One is to raise your taxes.
Turn it off.
The other...
An ad made by a public relations team. Message received and forgotten.
We should give this to Franz for some music. Nixon's campaign song in the key of E. Ethel, go get the ice pick. That Nixon guy is on TV again.
Should have never been this close. I'd say we could run them again, but I don't think you want to see them.
Oh, I've seen them. Which reminds me, you people are not watching enough television. It is your job, the shows and the ads.
I was just wondering. There must be any number of people harvesting mud on Johnny Kennedy right now. Have we heard anything?
We hear things, nothing useful. He's a womanizer.
That's not going to hurt him. Women find out about that, it'll push him over the top.
Nixon is still ahead in the polls.
Should have never been this close.
Why do we need to attack when there's a story to tell? Kennedy, nouveau riche, recent immigrant who bought his way into Harvard, and now he's well-bred? Great. Nixon is from nothing. Self-made man, the Abe Lincoln of California, who was vice president of the United States 6 years after getting out of the Navy. Kennedy, I see a silver spoon. Nixon, I see myself.
If we were to run a critical ad, there are obvious benefits. When you run an ad that's positive, you're only convincing the people who are already voting for you. But when you run an ad that's critical, you get a shot at the people on the fence.
There are a lot of people on the fence.
Gentlemen, whether the Nixon campaign wants it or not, we have to produce a spot that aims a howitzer at Kennedy's balls. I want to hear ideas. After the long weekend.
I agree. Let's go down swinging.
If we can switch to a conversation about paying clients, Menkins is coming in today to sign off on the rollout, father and daughter. I get the feeling old Abe Schmenken can kill this whole thing. Of course, the checks have cleared already, but Don, I want you to go in and ride bareback over Paul here.
Done.
Bareback. Never heard that expression. Really.
I want you on your best behavior.
Yeah, I never worked with a homo before either.
Sounding like Rod Serling.
We're back.
Okay.
We're back.
And we got Brian back. Yeah. Apologies, Brian. We had
You just missed the clip, that's all. We're back for the second hour of the show.
Second hour of the show.
Sorry about that, though. Didn't mean to get for you.
We didn't hang up on you. We lost our internet connection. It went down for maybe 90 seconds, but we're back up and running again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we're watching the Chiefs and the Falcons skirmish. It's still a skirmish right now. It's 0-0. Third and 2.
Short. Well, they got first
Chiefs
down.
Just got
Kelsey's
the 2.
just beating somebody up here. There he is.
Yeah, I got that game on right now. Yeah.
Okay. There's Patrick.
Mm-hmm. So, what else can we talk about? I saw that the Ravens got fined like $250,000 for all the COVID violations, like all the COVID problems. They
going to strip clubs too?
They said the league, I guess, thinks that the Ravens were lax in their
protocol,
their precautions they were taking.
Look at this. Yeah. Look at this. Oh.
Do you think that's? Do you know about any about that? I mean, do you think that was justified, Brian?
No, I think it's rather. Well, I can't think of the word, but it's not a good thing. And with everything that's going on to, tag a team and,
And they're kicking them when they're down. I mean,
kicking them when they're down.
Do you think that they really?
I mean, sure, maybe they should have done some things differently, but hey, it's not worth giving, penalizing them.
Yeah.
I don't think.
Well, the good part is they can probably afford to pay it. Hey. I don't like it.
No, yeah. Or they could dispute it or whatever they do, that kind of thing.
Well, I'm not sure. I was never clear what the nature of these violations were anyway. And geez, what are they just trying to make an example here so they can be, topic of the day? And the NFL is showing that they're doing their part to fight this horrible, China disease that we have.
Yeah, that's probably one of the reasons behind it. Yeah,
they're
correctness.
Just covering their asses as usual.
Oh, speaking of which, I saw the Lakers on the other night. Starting their season here on Christmas Day, and I looked around the court. Did you guys see what the court looked like there at the Staples?
No. What does it say now?
It's got advertising on it, just advertising. Like for Larry's floors and stuff.
Okay.
There's no Black Lives Matter stuff anywhere. There's no BLM anything. There's no anything. And you know what's on the back of their jerseys? Oddly enough, it's the players' names.
The players' names. No, I didn't even see any basketball with all the football going on.
Yeah, or neither did I. But I was flipping past the channel.
You think that's over for now?
It sure looked like the NBA was trying to forget about that. I mean, nothing. Not even. Reference.
The news doesn't even touch on it hardly at all anymore.
Maybe it's they got the message from the lower viewership of the TV now. I mean, nobody's watching it.
Yeah. He's starting to see that the ratings.
Okay, now it's time to start making money again, and Trump's lost. So, what's the point of this? We just can't continue to lose viewers and lose support.
I still see people posting and complaining about the national anthem and all that, and I haven't seen any of it since week 1 or 2.
Mm-hmm.
No, we haven't seen any national anthem issues at all. But then we haven't been anywhere we could sing the national anthem. Yeah, because nobody's.
That's true, but they're not showing it on the games or anything.
No, the football games, everybody's standing and then they're playing the Star Spangled Banner.
Yeah.
So I guess we know that there is some kind of limit to all of the canceling that can go on. Maybe
I think everybody made their point, made their statements. And now it's just old news.
Mm-hmm.
But we are losing the Cleveland Indians, right?
Oh yeah, that was a weird one. They came out of the blue. They had been talking about it for a long time, like the Redskins.
Yeah. The question is, what are they going to call
funny is because Indians isn't even really that offensive. I mean, Redskins, I understand.
Yeah, Indians. People have been using that term for hundreds of years.
Well, they're Native Americans now.
Cowboys and Indians, you can't say
Cleveland,
that.
Native
Cowboys and Native. Well, no, because Indians are from India, and those people are.
Well, I don't know where the term came from. Then, where did it come from? If
it came from, that's why you can't have Columbus Day, because Columbus was the one that called them Indians, referring to.
Because that's where it came from. Because he was going to the South Indies, right?
Yeah, he thought he was somewhere on. He hit somewhere. There's people from India.
It's actually kind of like a misnomer, accident of history that Native Americans are called Indians.
Yeah, they called them Indians, but that was just exactly. But they weren't. Well, I guess they were. Well, they were whatever we called them. I mean, it's our language, right? So that's what we called them for the longest time. We had no problem with it until I'm not sure.
About it, they probably looked like.
But it's also not technically correct that we call every black person we see an African American.
Oh, it's many times completely incorrect.
You don't know that person came from Africa,
or that it even matters. Yeah.
So we're getting pretty.
They're even Americans.
It's a little late to be demanding perfection and exactitude in these references to. Mm-hmm. Anyway.
Oh geez, he's back on the bench. Mahomes is sitting down again.
Yeah. So
I think we had a couple games here left to pick.
Do we have any games left?
Yeah. How about the Rams and the Seahawks?
Yeah. Where
did we line up on that?
This is a good game, isn't it? I mean, the Rams are just one of those teams that they can beat a lot of teams and they can lose to a lot of teams. We
I
saw
wanted to pick the Rams, but I gotta go with the Seahawks.
yeah, that's the responsible thing, is to go with the Seahawks at home. But I'm going with the Rams because that's what happens. The Rams.
Guys, you both you live here in L.A. and you see this game every year. You know, this is a divisional team, the Seahawks.
Yeah.
And even when the Rams were not really good, they always found a way they could beat the Seahawks.
Mm-hmm.
So
they beat them earlier this year, right?
I think did they? I'm
they
taking
did.
Seattle just out of a sentimental favorite. But that being said, yeah, the Rams need this win. They're going to find a way to get it.
I mean, let's remember the Rams went into Tampa Bay and beat the Tampa Bay Bucks. So they have the ability to handle better than average teams.
Yeah. And let me get the weather forecast.
They lost
for
to the
Seattle.
Jets.
There goes that argument.
They lost to the Jets, so that's
yeah.
Okay.
That was
That's
just
inexcusable.
That was just criminal negligence.
Good luck for the Jets.
Yeah, the Jets.
So it's going to be raining,
I'd
and
say
43
Seahawks.
degrees in Seattle.
Oh, perfect weather! It's going to be perfect weather for the Seahawks. Raining, slop.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Maybe
We got them.
I don't know. I don't know how bad it's going to be, but.
Well, or you can take the Rams.
I'm
the
gonna go
Rams
with, I'm going with the Rams. I'm sorry. They're an up and down team. They're probably going to come back pretty good, with a pretty good effort this week, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't be disappointed if they do. So.
Yeah, because you like the Rams.
Go Rams.
Yeah, I kind of like the Rams. They're an old family favorite. A lot of people in
my son's a Rams fan.
So they're bad at 3rd and 3.
Oh, the Falcons just caught a pass, and I think they're
Wow.
close to a first down. We'll see what they do.
Yeah, I don't want to jinx them here. It's too late. I already have.
It's too late.
Yeah, we jinxed them.
I don't know, man.
They just converted a 3rd and 3. They were the worst in the league up until now.
This could be a
3rd and 3s. We've just been accused of sounding like Aikman and Buck, you and I.
Why? I'm not pumping products in the middle of this all the time. You can be Troy Aikman. I don't want to be that dull.
Well, the Atlanta Falcons regularly.
But you really do have the Jack Buck voice, so you could be the Jack Buck guy.
Really,
Joe
Jack
Buck.
Joe Buck. I'd rather be Jack Buck, actually, his father. Oh, yeah, this is a killer here. Penalty on first down. Offensive penalty, especially procedure or shift.
No problem. They're gonna hit Julio Jones with something. Oh, the Ravens.
Ravens update.
Here we go.
Raven alert.
I'm wearing my Ravens jersey in honor of their blowout today. 7-0.
7-0.
The Ravens are they're getting tuned up. They're ready.
What's next game we got?
Philadelphia and Dallas. And Philly's actually a 2.5-point favorite.
In Dallas? Oh, they're jumping on the Jalen Hurts bandwagon.
Oh, yeah, I'm going Eagles.
Now, Brian, do you know if Dallas wins this game and wins the next game, are they in the playoffs? Or they have to have Washington, the no-names lose?
Depends. They have to have. I think everybody has to have Washington lose at least once.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like today.
Which could definitely happen, given the fact that they don't have a quarterback this week.
Well, they sort of.
Yeah, and it closes Washington at Eagles final.
Oh, that's a tough game for them. But the Eagles might be out of it.
Win here. The Eagles win out. I think they've got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Eagles win out, they've got it. And that's why this new sensational quarterback of theirs is so huge.
The question is, what'll they if they lose today and then next week
Jalen's changing his name to Richard Dick. Because he would then be known as
Dick Hurts.
That's the joke.
Yeah, that's Eagles.
Too bad his last name wasn't long.
Yeah, well, Howie already took that.
Oh, yeah.
Howie Long.
Howie.
Then we have also the oh boy, again, we got some new acronyms to come up with now. We got the Tennessee Exploding Camper Vans versus the Green Bay Packers tonight on national TV. How many converted Ford campers will they explode tonight?
I gotta go Packers.
Yeah, I'm going Packers here too, even though they're a 3-point home favorite.
You guys didn't even really think about it. I'm sorry, but the Titans are a better team.
No, they're just better at blowing stuff up.
Titans. Yeah.
They're better at mixing diesel and ammonium nitrate together. That's all they're better at.
The Packers, I guess they're playing for
I was thinking that's
seed.
what happened to your internet there.
Yeah, everybody's cell phone and internet went out around there.
Well, that's what happened to us too. Somebody probably went down.
Oh, well, that was
down
today.
by the Balboa Pier.
Yeah.
By the Balboa Pier is an AT&T.
I don't know.
Station.
Check the news. See what's going on.
I poke my head out, and there's this big puff of smoke coming from down there.
I don't think we have too many. We don't have too many Unabombers.
Actually, we did have a power outage on Christmas night. Yeah, that's a loss. A 3rd and 18.
But he got the ball back.
3rd and 18. Well, it's now 4th and something.
Yeah.
Oh well. Let's see how far.
Anyway, I
back
got
you
the
went.
Packers.
Yeah, I got the Packers there too. And then on Monday night, yeah, this game meant so much when it was scripted back in the summer. Buffalo at New England. We all thought maybe Buffalo would be playing for the division here, and New England would have it firmly in hand. And, of course, it's the other way around.
This is a Monday night game?
This is a Monday night game.
Oh, God.
Yeah, Bills. I got to go Bills all the way.
Yeah, the Bills are so much better right now. Patriots offense is just really ugly, and I don't even want to. I just don't want to watch them anymore on TV.
Well, don't worry, they're out of the play. Win or not, they have no chance.
They need to go away
playoffs
until they have a quarterback.
Yeah. You don't like Jason Stidham?
Jason the Stiff Stidham.
remember that.
Mm-hmm.
Jared. I think it's Jared.
Jared Stidham?
Like Jared from Subway.
You know, I can never look at Subway again and not think about child molestation.
I know, you keep saying that. Well, you're going to say that is about Jared Stidham, too?
Yeah, now that you've made a connection.
What did he ever do except suck?
Jared from Subway. Jared from Subway Stidham.
Eric's having a flashback. Sorry.
Poor guy.
So that's the Monday night beautiful beauty we have.
That's how we end up, and that's the last Monday night game of the year too. By the way,
that's it. Okay,
that's how we say goodbye to Monday night.
That brings 2020 to a close. How fitting.
Yeah, good riddance.
And then it's into 2021. Last week of the year.
We got a bowl game report, Brian. Are you following any of those bowl games?
Oh no. I haven't.
Are they having all the bowl games?
Much football, so much pro going on that I haven't touched on that. There's all those minor bowls or whatever they call them.
I mean, do you know are they having all the bowl games that they usually have?
Pretty much. When I
even though like nobody can go to them.
Let me see here. It depends where they are, I guess.
Yeah, they're all going to
be the Rose Bowl being held somewhere in Texas. There's going to be plenty of people there.
Yeah, now that they have to move them all to Republican states.
The Mexico Bowl they had. Hawaii beat Houston.
Hawaii, they have a bowl?
Camellia Bowl.
Camellia Bowl.
Camellia Bowl. Buffalo beat Marshall.
Oh. So they already had some of these.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, yesterday they had the First Responder Bowl. Louisiana Lafayette beat UTSA.
Is there a COVID-19 bowl?
They had a Myrtle Beach Bowl. That might be the COVID-19 bowl.
Lending Tree Bowl.
Oh
God. Georgia State 39, Western Kentucky 21.
The
There it is, the Cure Bowl.
They're still having them all.
They canceled the Holiday Bowl.
Oh, they did. That's usually actually a pretty good game.
They canceled the Red Box Bowl. Go, go, go,
Oh my
go,
God.
go!
What the hell? How did he get that many yards
I
off?
know.
That looked like a dead play.
Well, yeah.
That little guy can run,
This would have been a
man.
good one, sorry. There was
He's hard to even see.
And then he turns it up. He goes straddles the
Coastal Carolina.
Coastal Carolina.
He looks like a kid in puberty.
They beat Coastal Carolina. That's a good team.
Talk about low to the ground.
The Chanticleers.
Yeah, the Coastal Carolina is pretty good, actually.
Santa Clara.
But they got beat by the Liberty Flames.
It's a blue 80. Oh, turned into a blue number 1. We got an update here. Bears, Jaguars.
And Bears, yeah, right.
The Bears.
We got
the Bears.
the Cheez-It Bowl on Tuesday.
They actually came up with new bowls. Can you believe it?
The Cheez-It Bowl, Oklahoma State versus Miami.
Well, they had a Boca Raton Bowl on December 22nd. They had Camellia
There's a whole
Bowl.
mess of them coming up.
Wow.
Actually, they've only had a few, but there's a whole bunch coming up this week.
There's a Lending Tree Bowl.
Yeah.
The Lending Tree Bowl is going to be on after all. Yeah, here's Cheez-It, Alamo.
Yesterday, Monday Tree Bowl yesterday. Georgia State beat Western Kentucky.
Well, in case you wanted to see Wake Forest play Wisconsin on December 30th, you can watch the Mayo Bowl, and I'm not making that up. Mayo.
I've got it listed as the Duke's Mayo Bowl.
Is that for the
Dukes?
Is that for the Mayo Clinic or something?
Duke's Mayo Bowl.
Or is it mayonnaise?
Probably.
Or is it for Hellman's mayonnaise?
I can't believe that anybody would come up with that as a name for a bowl. Wow.
Where do they come up with all these?
The Chiefs.
You got your Music City Bowl,
Are they
your
punting?
Bowl Classic, your
3rd and
Argos
7. What are they doing?
They're punting. Yes.
Oh, they're punting. It's 4th and 7. Rats. Hey, look at Chiefs Kingdom.
I don't know. This game is really.
There's lots of people in the stands.
Nothing's happening. I can't imagine.
Oh, it's like a cat. They like to play with their food
They're
before
just
they
playing with
they
them?
play with the mouse.
Oh,
nice.
That was a nice
Oh
play.
yeah. Was it on the 2-yard line? They just downed a punt on the 2-yard line for the Falcons.
Well,
it's like taking a big shit on your front door and then knocking and running away.
We're now at 10:30. It's time for another clip, I think.
Oh, okay.
What do you want to play?
Well, let's just play the first few minutes of it. Oh, wait, this part right here. This is where the football here.
Drive that Foreman finished with a 4-yard smash around right end.
4-yard smash. Chuck Foreman.
This is how we should be playing football in December. This is in Buffalo Ridge Stadium, and it's snowing.
We're playing some clips from the 1975 Week 14
There was a
game.
hole over right tackle, but Foreman then broke
Vikings
outside
versus
and broke 3 tackles.
The
making
Bills.
his run much more than a mere 4-yard touchdown run.
Chuck Foreman had a great game. 4 TDs. He would have had 5 if not for a snowball that took him out of the game. Did you know that? They were throwing snowballs at him? If you look, you can probably see it.
Well, we'll fast forward to that, but I want to see Joe Ferguson here.
Joe Ferguson, yeah. He played.
There's OJ. Look at the Jews. Look at the Jews.
Yeah.
With minus 9 yards. When
Yeah,
Terry
OJ
Brown
and
came from
Ferguson,
his safety spot to nail OJ
It's like he's
down.
trying to skate on the ice. He's just sliding all over the place.
This is the part. They were just looking at him like, okay, we got you now, but we're not going to go for you because we want to make sure we get you.
Minus 9, but he still looked good. Even losing yards, he looked good.
Well, he did. OJ did in this game
Simpson's
set the
2,000
record for
yards
most
never
touchdowns in the
seemed so
season.
far away. But more
23.
importantly, with Simpson under wraps, Ferguson was forced to throw more often. And a second period interception set up another Viking score.
Second period?
When Ferguson hit the only man who was open, Viking
Bring out the
defensive back
Tampax.
Terry Brown.
That was a great pass, huh?
Yeah. Well, as interceptions go. Jeez, he could have been
Threw
more
it right
wide
to
open.
him.
I know.
Simpson and the rest of the highest scoring offense in the league would be held in check for most of the half. But Minnesota's score would not come easily, for the Bills' much maligned defense got tough after the turnover.
Ed Marinero. Hill Street Blues, remember him?
Oh, is that guy?
Yeah.
Let's fast forward it to
Down number 4.
Fran
But the
Tarkenton.
play and the day belonged to Fran Tarkenton, for it was touched.
After 30 days,
baskets.
I
Mm-hmm.
cannot believe my before and after picture. I literally rolled back the hands of time.
Yeah.
Touchdown pass number 291, breaking the record held by the
there's
man
snowballs.
that
Yeah,
most
see?
Hit with snowballs.
Yeah, you see that.
Oh, poor baby.
No, he had to go out of the
Relive
game.
historic moment when John Unitas' record was broken.
That's how Buffalo rolls, baby. We hit you with snowballs.
That's something they would do in Philadelphia. I didn't think of Buffalo.
Buffalo, yeah, Buffalo too.
So Tarkenton set the record for most TD passes in that game.
Really?
He went past Unitas.
I hope he got buried in snowballs
On
too.
the Minnesota side of the field, the scene was one of joy and laughter. The Vikings had won their 12th game. Their quarterback, Fran Tarkenton, had earned a cherished spot in history. And Chuck Foreman scored 4 touchdowns.
Okay, here comes the snowball barrage.
So in the wind and snow of Buffalo's Orchard Park, the Minnesota Vikings left the frozen field pelted with snowballs. But victorious. In the warmth of the locker room, there was
He
only
nailed his
one
ring
Yeah.
in the locker room right now.
Talk about sore losers, Buffalo. That's very not very adult of you. Yeah, that's the way football was meant to be played.
That's real. That's man's sport there. That's man's game.
And then,
The cold and the snow.
Well,
with
it's funny that
fans.
there's some people that don't even realize Fran had all those records
Mm-hmm.
by the time he left. And then, of course, Marino came and crushed all of them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, the Vikings had really a powerful unit there. They just ran into the super teams in the Super Bowl.
Well, it's like the Buffalo Bills did, 15
Yeah.
years later.
Sometimes
It was a great
they-
team
Bills
for
did the
several
same
years in a
thing.
row. Just couldn't quite make it. Hey, they got there 4 times in a row, though. No one's done that.
Yeah.
But that was amazing in itself. Yeah. That was quite a team. Yeah.
Yeah. Who didn't love Kelly? I mean, it's a lovable team. Thurman.
So,
What was I going to say? Oh, I got a little, sorry. I was doing some birthday posts on the sports, and I see Mr. Jim Leyritz. Born
Jim
December
Leyritz.
27th, 1963.
63.
Had a mild career, 264, 90 homers, 387 RBIs, and 903 games.
Mm-hmm.
But postseason, Leyritz hit only 213. He had 13 hits, but 8 of those hits were home runs, and he had 20 RBIs.
Boy, that's a lot of home runs for the postseason, huh?
Yep.
Jimmy Leyritz.
He helped them.
He
helped
played
the
for
Yankees win a
the
couple of
he played for
series.
the Yankees, right? And the Indians.
The Yankees and Indians, yeah.
Yeah.
But with the Yankees, they got 2 series, and he was a key in both of those.
Third down.
Mm-hmm. So he was part of the teams in the late '90s that won it, right?
Third and long.
96 and 98, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
In the 96 one, he was famous for his home run there. He hit a 3-runner, and they were down 6-0 in Game 2 against Atlanta.
Oh, they came back.
The Yankees came back.
Yeah.
Yep. This is an interesting little one that popped up.
Crushed Ryan.
And who else? Who other birthdays?
We've got Goldberg, the wrestler.
Oh,
Goldberg.
Who he played football for a while.
Goldberg the wrestler, not Goldberg the accountant.
No, wasn't it Mustard? Goldberg's that's a good
I didn't
mustard.
know there were any wrestlers named Goldberg.
Craig Reynolds, who was the first star of the Mariners original team.
That's a man, though. That's
What was it there? Oh, Reynolds hit 65 triples in a 15-year career, by the way.
Who was that?
rather somewhat significant.
What you want?
Craig Reynolds,
Oh,
shortstop.
Craig Reynolds.
It's still nothing.
He was Seattle Mariners' very first All-Star, 1976.
Oh, the Mariners. Uh-huh.
I was mixing him up with Harold Reynolds, who also played for the Mariners, right?
Right here, yeah. Harold was another one. Yeah. Who else we got here? Dean Palmer.
Did you look good in underwear too?
For Detroit.
What?
Does he look good in underwear?
Royals.
Oh,
Ian Palmer. Does he look as good as Jim Palmer and his jockey?
Yeah, he looked like a handsome guy. He's a two-time All-Star. He had 275 home runs in a 14-year career. Not bad.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
You see his Mustang commercial they're running on TV here, Brian?
What's that?
Griswold? In the football game right now, they're running
Oh, yeah,
a Mustang
I
commercial.
saw that. Yeah,
They
I
brought
read
back
it.
the
That was
Griswolds for
hilarious.
that. Yeah.
They may have brought back the Griswolds, but I'm telling you, that is not a Mustang, people. That may be in name only. That is not a effing Mustang.
Yeah. Sad.
So Mustangs aren't four-door, and they're not effing electric.
Another
Seriously.
Palmer was born today, named of Carson.
Oh, Carson.
Well, I heard him.
Yep,
Yeah.
Carson. He didn't have a bad career either when you consider the
No.
numbers. 46,000 passing yards, 294 touchdowns,
No, but he
87 rating.
never got it done when it mattered.
The USC quarterback.
Yeah.
Yeah. Carson.
Got
Yeah,
injured.
Heisman winner, yeah.
I remember watching him get injured against the Steelers in the playoffs. That was kind of the beginning of the end for him.
I wonder what illegal payoffs
Yeah,
he
the
took
injuries.
To
he
get
played for
into USC?
Or,
Yeah.
or while he was there.
I don't know.
What his agent collected for him.
Maybe you should ask Pete Carroll about that.
Yeah, Pete Carroll probably knows a lot about
He left under a cloud of dust there.
Well, Pete Carroll knows nothing, but his boosters would know.
Mm.
Cole Hamels' birthday today, too. He's 163 wins and 2,560 strikes.
Yeah, he's kind of on the edge of the Hall of Fame, isn't he? I mean, if he won another,
Yeah, borderliner.
do you think he's got another 40 wins in him?
He's 36. He just turned 36, so yeah.
He should. Yeah, he should get to 200.
He could get 200 wins and 3,000 strikeouts.
Is he? What did he do last year? Oh, last year doesn't count because it was a messed up year, right? It was so short, and
He was with Atlanta, actually. Let me see what his stats look like. He was big in Philly, I guess. Yeah.
it's not too many people had big win seasons this past year.
There he is. There he is. He was 0-1 with Atlanta. Made one start.
Oh.
So, yeah.
Nothing.
Well, he's actually been a little choppy here lately. The last several years, 5-9, 4-3, 7-7.
Yeah, nothing to write home about. All day. But yeah, he's going to have to turn it around. He's still got a
Yeah,
chance.
he might not quite get to those marks. He's close to them.
Mm. So what are we seeing here? We're seeing a 0-0 game, and it's the second quarter.
I know. They played a quarter.
The Chiefs
to a
look
draw.
like they're kind of sleepwalking or something.
Yeah, they're just waking up.
Here's where they would typically throw it to Kelsey and get 15 yards.
And it's 3rd and 5.
Or Mahomes will just run it for a first down.
If he needs to. Go.
I want to see what Atlanta's doing here. They're getting a good rush on him.
And
they are getting a good rush. He did not get it.
Oh, he did not get that, yeah.
But they're close, so we'll see what they do on 4th down.
He's a hard man.
Do you think they're going to go for it?
Yeah, they'll go for it. You watch this. Yep. Look at the hard man.
I didn't know that the Falcons' defense was this athletic.
Well, it's not.
It's
but,
pretty.
It took two players to bring the guy down.
They're pretty fast.
Oh, they were just standing there.
Hamill's most significant accomplishment, he was the MVP of the NLCS in 2008 and the World Series MVP.
Oh, so he did, yeah.
Whoa.
He was with the Phillies, right, when they won it?
Williams.
That was, the Phillies, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I mean, you need more than one. He needs to have like 5 or 6 good years.
Oh yeah, they blew the middle wide open there. Look at
that doesn't look like that's going to happen. Yeah, so.
He probably had 2 or 3 really good years. He's got a good ERA, right?
He had about 3 seasons with 14 plus wins. Never won more than 17.
And did he have? What kind of ERA does he have?
3.4.
Oh, I thought it was a little better than that. I mean, that's still solid, but it's not great.
He's apologizing. Mm-hmm.
Would you say? Would you agree?
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't look like he's going to make those numbers, but like I said, if he did get 200 and 3,000 Ks, maybe.
What do you think? What do you think of that mask Andy Reid's wearing?
You see, the Mets are the true passion of New York.
Well, why is it? He's got his microphone.
Oh.
He's got it under the mask.
Yeah, that's COVID safety.
Kind of looks weird to me like that.
Yeah, he's not. He may be a super eater, but he's not a super spreader.
I liked it better when he was wearing his Z shield.
The foggy shield, yeah.
Shield.
You could have sprayed some fog stuff on there.
Pure energy.
Yeah, that was a tough catch. He couldn't quite get it.
No.
Poor baby.
I know.
2nd and 15. I think they should hand it off. I think they should. Oh, there you go. That's a handoff.
Yeah, to a screen.
Yeah, that's a good play.
And they got about 13 yards there.
You gotta get. Well, that guy's. I thought that was actually a different guy, but he's pretty good.
Different guy.
I thought he was Hill.
Yeah, I know. They all looked. Oh, Hill. Okay, yeah.
Because he's short, and stocky and fast.
Yeah, I know they all look the same, but. Well, those builds.
I didn't see the jersey, and so it's
you're right.
a very explainable mistake.
That's right, because he's short.
It's not my fault. All the players most of the players are black.
Clyde Hilaire. He's out, unfortunately. He looks the same way too. Is these short little guys that are very nimble, low centers.
He's a little heavier.
Hot. 3rd and 2. And
they had that figured out. I think they're going to kick a field goal here. I mean, why be gluttons? Just get
some.
He wants to go for it.
John Madden said your first points are always the hardest points.
I don't agree with this. You don't take 3 points off the board.
Oh, he is going to go for it. Huh.
I think.
No.
I don't know.
Now.
I mean.
Feliz Navidad. Here's some drinky's happening.
What was that all about?
Man's game. And he's going to throw it back to Mahomes.
Trick.
Here comes Mahomes for the touchdown.
And that's not.
Oh!
That's so.
No, I got picked off.
That was too much, man. That was just not needed.
Oh, what a shame. That was.
They did their little pirouette shift there.
Yeah, they did. They all did the little dance.
Oh, Mahomes was trying to catch the pass. Yeah, right.
Oh, the moment they did that, I knew Mahomes was going out in the pattern. That's always, it almost worked. But... Oh, bless you.
Excuse me.
Wow.
Because we are incompetent.
Of course, the result of the play, Falcons intercepted the ball at 3. The 1, or just outside the goal line.
Now they're going to take this 99 yards. Just watch.
Yeah. Normally another team, I'd say you're right.
Do you have the other games up, Eric?
I don't, because they interfere with this TV. But I will.
So we don't know what's going on in the other games because I can't get them on my phone.
I can get the scores.
Let me see what I got.
I thought you meant the actual feed. No, I don't have that, but I can.
Commercial.
I just don't know what's happening in the other games. That's all.
Yeah, like how much is Pittsburgh winning by?
I've been watching the Chiefs game.
Yeah, what's happening?
That was really a neat play, a little dance they did.
It's a commercial.
Yeah, I just threw up.
It was a bad
call. At least
call.
you came back. You made it to the toilet, though, so.
Right. I said this about the Steelers.
You
don't want to ever not take your opponent seriously.
I can also look at the internet here. Let's see what we got. Blah, blah, blah.
Oh, we have scores?
Yeah, we've got live scores here. Steelers are
7-7.
7-7.
They're actually competitive right now with the Colts. Good for them.
And the Bears are
7-3 over the Browns.
Yeah.
The Bungles are up 7-3 over the Texans.
Ooh.
We're going to burn at the stake for taking the Texans.
But the Ravens are up 14-0.
The Jets are up on the Browns 7-3.
Oh, boy.
Oh, my God. The Jets have come to life. I love it. Now, if the Jets lose, if the Jets win and the Steelers win, then the Browns have a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Then they're 2 back with 1 to play. They cannot catch the Steelers, and the Steelers can take next week off.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why this game could mean something. But it was
Falcons Chiefs game's the only one with no score, and they've got 8 minutes left in the second quarter.
Yep.
You know, the Chiefs are playing with themselves here.
Oh yeah.
I mean that
was really
let's just
clever.
run the
Let's see
ball
replay.
and
Let's see
up
replay
into the
climb.
middle and get that yard and stop
So
playing
down
being
on the
cute.
2-yard line here. So yeah, they're gonna go 98 yards. Let's see if they can do this. Gurley.
Bears 10-3 over Jaguars.
Todd Gurley, man, he's going to show them what running means.
Yeah, he's gonna show him he's not Gurley.
Look at that! What was the point of that?
You have to do. It's a
Is
shift.
this like some kind of synchronized dancing?
Okay,
What
there
is
goes
this?
Mahomes.
Yeah, that had no chance. Now he did have his hands on the guy. I don't know how that's allowed.
Yeah,
Did
he
you
kinda
see that?
was touching? But how could you not help?
Jets
I'd
went
touch.
up 13-3.
I mean, Ida, wouldn't you touch
For the
Mahomes
Browns.
like that if you were that close to him?
Yeah, sure.
You pass interference, eh?
We're interviewing a Chiefs fan.
Yep.
Well, I guess we're not going to hear from your friend, the defensive guy. Yeah.
Next week.
If we could get him on, that would be really nice.
He's a former Dallas
I have a lot of
Cowboy, a
questions to
former
ask.
Atlanta Falcon. What are the teams? The Oilers? Giants, sorry. Former New York Giant.
And a Super Bowl ring.
Super Bowl ring with Dallas in 94.
Mm-hmm.
They beat Pittsburgh, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, I remember that game vividly. I got my pizza.
Oh, football!
I was living in my parents' place in Boston, and of course, my dad didn't want to watch the game. I think they were out. It was just me watching the game, and I was all excited. And
your dad's a Patriot fan.
Neil O'Donnell proceeded to throw 2 interceptions. Do you remember that? The same guy intercepted them both times. Larry Brown.
Larry Brown?
Larry Brown, the defender for the Cowboys, not the runner for the Redskins.
And not the coach. Larry Brown's a coach, a basketball coach?
And not the coach for the Jayhawks.
Yeah, not the coach for the Jayhawks.
Yeah.
Larry Brown's crank.
Interesting. There's 3 guys named Larry Brown that were all big in the sporting world.
Sporting world, yeah. All recognizable.
And
Right.
I think he was the MVP of that game.
Okay.
The guy that you...
Things are happening. Jets 13-3 over the Browns.
It's them 3 times.
The Jets. Is that what you said? The Jets are up
13-3.
Holy shnikes.
Jets.
And
yeah,
the Bears
13-3.
Jaguars is now tied at 10-10.
Oh, here come the Jaguars.
Steelers and the Colts are still 7-7.
See, that's the game we should go to Vegas with, the Jaguar game, huh? Yeah, you want to kick yourself if you didn't put your money there.
Oh, there's a great pass. Oh, he completed it.
That was such a wounded
Incredible.
duck. It just kind of floated in there.
Yeah, this could be, that
Oh, don't you know me?
That Chiefs play there where they very casually didn't get the 4th and 1, that could come back to haunt them.
Well, it does until you really, this got to get tougher here. Oh, they almost had Ryan. That was so close.
I like all the fans. They got a nice bunch of fans there.
They got more than 2,000 people there. Let's see more than
And that was something that hurt the Raiders last night, and something I've noticed. I think it seems to be a trend. There's a lot of missed extra points this year.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of bad kicking.
Why is that?
Yeah, we were asking the same question ourselves last night. Whole year's
Somebody
been
pointed
bad
out
kicking.
a couple of weeks ago there was like 5 missed extra points.
Well, did they just move the extra point thing back this year, or has it been like that it's been that way for a few years, right?
Yeah, it's been that way for a few years. The distance is still the same, I think. Yeah.
Under helicopter
20
surveillance
yards or
right now.
something.
What's that?
Oh
my God! He's gone. He's gone to the races.
The wrong player.
Go! Oh my
God! Hit the player in the white, not the red. Oh, he tackled his own player.
Who was that guy? All right, you know.
Oh, yeah, it was number 49 versus number 21. Oh. But but there's 49. He stays with it, so he made the play. He made up for it. Boy. Oh,
wow.
Wow.
ATL, almost to the house. What a colossal upset this would be.
Well, remember, they started on the 2, so.
I told you that they were going to go 99 yards after that.
Yeah, I doubted you. They've got about.
Look 95. At that! They are playing like their lives depend on this game.
They've got 95 of them so far.
She's bailing.
Well, she doesn't want to jinx the outcome here.
It's exactly like my wife. I mean, exactly. She has no tolerance for any adversity.
Oh, yeah, dude. She's probably walking around with the dog around the block right now, isn't she? After watching that,
yeah, she's left the building.
Yeah, just driving aimlessly.
I'm not like that. I mean, I kind of. Oh my God, he just bashed in there. Yeah, okay, we have a game.
Inserted himself in there.
The Falcons back with a vengeance.
Just punched the Chiefs in the face. Let's see how.
Yes, let's see how the bully responds. You know that they're going to fight back.
Mahomes is smiling. He's like,
I needed something to wake me up.
Yeah, need a challenge here. I'm gonna go face this challenge.
I don't know, Brian. This could be the week that we get a lot of games wrong, and I'm really happy. I would be very happy if I got the Steelers game wrong.
This is the kind of game.
Yeah, that's true. There's a lot of interesting things happening here.
More often than not, the Steelers win that game against the Colts this late game in the season.
You always say that, but it's everything depends on the particular year. This is
Colts are up 14-7.
The Colts just scored, huh?
Yeah, well, the Steelers aren't going to lose 4 in a row.
Do you know how the Steelers scored their touchdown?
Let me see what I got. What's it? James Conner rushing touchdown.
Oh, Conner's back. Well, you want to play Roger Stone's Greatest from Mad Men? Or not Roger Stone, Roger Serling?
Yes, if I can find it.
If you can find it, it's pretty funny.
Yeah, was it Roger Serling?
This is the wit and wisdom of Roger Serling.
Let me ask you something.
Quite a character.
What do women want?
Who cares? I want the Chinaman out of the building by lunch. Enjoy it. You don't know how to drink, your whole generation. You drink for the wrong reasons. My generation, we drink because it's good. Because it feels better than unbuttoning your collar. Because we deserve it. We drink because it's what men do.
Nicely done.
I didn't think you had it in you, and I mean that.
Thank you.
Drop you at the station? Sure.
Well, there's a fight.
What do we work so hard for? To have enough money to buy fabulous vacations for our families so we can live it up here. Remember, Don, when God closes a door, he opens a dress. Let me tell you something, because you're very dear to me. And I hope you understand it comes from the bottom of my damaged heart. You are the finest piece of ass I ever had.
Oh, my.
I don't care who knows it.
What a nice thing to say.
Yeah, so romantic.
Roam those hillsides.
Roam those hillsides.
What is that game called? Paddleball?
You know, you can hear that outside.
Nobody knows what I'm doing. It's good for mystique. Do you know how invigorating it is to go in and write a check for $6,500 and not care? Alice.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I don't know whose eyes to look at.
Sun shines bright
He's in blackface
on the
now.
old Kentucky home. 'Tis summer and the darkies are gay.
Let me put it in account terms. Are you aware of the number of hand jobs I'm going to have to give?
Are we done with the vlogging?
Never as good as you think it's going to be.
I missed half a day.
Well, Betty had the baby, not you. Jesus, it's like Iwo Jima out there.
He might lose his foot.
Right when he got it in the door. I watched the sunrise today. Couldn't sleep.
How was it?
Average.
Jeez. Looks like an Italian hospital.
I know. Jane got a decorator. I feel like with my hair, you can't even see me in here.
Yeah.
I told him to be himself.
Did Brian?
That
Is
was
Brian
pretty
still
mean, I
on? Or
guess.
is he gone?
She died like she lived. Surrounded by the people she answered phones for.
Is it just me or is the lobby full of Negroes? Mr. Campbell, you and I are going to address that incident.
Oh, the fight. Oh, no.
Fine. Let's go.
Mr. Campbell.
I know cooler heads should prevail, but am I the only one who wants to see this?
A lot of times in life, you get to do something, and you don't realize until it's over how much you enjoyed it.
They give him the best
some kind of
lines.
severance.
No one will ever say you weren't funny, Bert.
Yep.
You're a real prick, you know that?
Damn it, Bert. You stole my goodbye. Well, you know what they say about Detroit. It's all fun and games till they shoot you in the face. Bert passed away. Poor Bert. I should have realized it was the end. Every time an old man starts talking about Napoleon,
All right.
you know they're going
I
to
think
die.
we had enough of him, huh?
Yeah, it was still great though. Funny
Yeah.
show. I didn't see much of it when it was on, but it was a funny show.
I loved it.
Oh yeah, there were Colts up 14-7 over the Pittsburgh Strollers.
I'm telling you, I'm not holding out a lot of hope there. But if they see the Browns are losing, that might give them a little more kick in the ass to get their business done the way it should be.
Inspire them, eh?
Not backing into this title. It's terrible. Absolute
Horrible.
disgrace.
But maybe that's their whole strategy.
So
all along.
what-
It just occurred to me that ChabDog, they might be intentionally doing this.
Sandbagging the rest of the league?
just to fool all the rest of the
Yeah,
teams
sure.
thinking they're
Yeah,
lousy.
sure.
And then they'll come out and just be world champions in the first playoff game.
I bet.
Yeah.
So what do you want to play going out today?
I never knew this song was. This was the title of the song because they don't say anything about
It's a
John
good
Yoko in it,
yeah.
but it's a catchy tune.
It is. I love this
As
tune.
much as I dislike Yoko Ono, but I really like the tune.
Yeah,
So,
I think this is a little more upbeat to play than the. There's got to be a morning after.
Well, yeah, because then the ship sinks. It's a shame.
We noticed that maybe you caught this on Facebook that the Poseidon Adventure is appropriate to send this year out because everything got turned upside down and then
go down with the ship.
That's how that played out. The ship turned upside down, I think.
Yeah, and sank.
Yeah,
and they only rescued those people that came up to the. They only rescued Shelley Winters.
No, Shelley Winters died.
Well, yeah, but she died doing what she loved, eating.
Oh, she had a heart attack after she made that swim.
Yeah, because she's drinking all that water.
He's really going in deep into this, and I can't even begin to argue because.
You remember the Reverend? You pompous ass.
Yes, that was Gene Hackman.
Yeah, you pompous ass.
I love the Reverend.
The first time I'd heard that reference made, pompous ass, in media. Had you ever?
When Ernest Borgnine was yelling at him, was that when he said that?
That's it. Yeah. the
You
dinner
took
table.
from me the only thing in this world I had, my Linda. I enjoy this periodically, once a week. I love it. I don't know if I lived with this, what would happen to me.
These beauty
But
limits.
believe me, you learn to live with a lot of things in this world. You do. I live with some things every day that most men couldn't take. I won't go into it, but it's not easy carrying this cross every day. But somebody's got to do it. Yeah. Well, that was not because of me. That was the guy who sold me the car had that.
Don't make a fuck out of me.
I actually thought it was good luck to just leave it alone.
Yeah. You don't want to change the
Boy,
karma.
she notices things, doesn't she?
Well, license. It's pretty hard not to miss your license plate, friend.
I'm what they call I'm a Morano.
More like a born again
I'm
Christian.
a secret Jew. No, I just got a weird license plate.
You're really underground. Deep underground. Yeah, Steelers fan with a Ravens jersey on.
Well, there's a story behind everything.
With a born again Christian license.
There's a broker that's made me a lot of money who gave me this, so I need to keep her happy.
Yeah. Oh, look at that's first down.
My car does a lot of things you don't know about.
Oh boy. Yeah,
yeah, it's the car is telling me something about who's driving it.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's been a pleasure, ChabDog.
It is. We're gonna go out with the Ballad of John and Yoko. Okay, you heard this song, Brian?
Oh yes, I'm quite familiar with that one.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, I hope you don't get crucified this week. Okay. We only have one more week to go, and then it's a whole new ball game.
Well, next show will be in the new year. This is it.
Yes, this is it. Goodbye, 2020. Good freaking riddance.
January 2nd, exactly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's been a pleasure, guys. Thank you for another very comforting and enjoyable show. And we're going to go out with the Beatles. And this has been brought to you by Chabner Law, serving Southern California's transactional legal needs, and by ChabDog Sports Talk for your head of your sports headlines. Check it out at type in ChabDog to Facebook. You'll find us, and also at chabdog.com. Thank you, and have a great week.